Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today is July 1st and I could not be more excited. So many wonderful things are happening this July, and the first of that being Hallmark movies, right? So they actually started playing a few days ago to start off the Christmas in July. So I'm here for that, and that got me thinking I wanted to make a Christmas Dollar Tree DIY to get me in the Christmas spirit. So I've decided to make a beautiful advent calendar, and I will roll that footage here in just a few minutes and show you how I made it. But I also wanted to just say happy July. I don't know where this year has gone so far, but there's so many exciting things to do this month, and I hope that you will stick around. If you're not yet subscribed, please take a second to do that before you leave today. This is probably my most expensive Dollar Tree DIY to date, but I think it turned out really beautiful, and it looked like you would buy it at Marshall's or Home Goods or Hobby Lobby or somewhere like that. So I'm really excited. I can't wait for you to check it out. I will leave the link below to these cute little craft boxes that I did pick up and use for this tutorial. You can purchase them because you will need 24. You can purchase them straight from the Dollar Tree, have them shipped to your Dollar Tree to keep from paying a shipping fee. And they do come in a case of 24, so that makes it super convenient to do this DIY. So without further ado, I'm just gonna go ahead and roll that footage. So the items you're gonna need for this DIY are 24 of these trinket boxes. You're going to need these craft cubes, and they are wooden as well. You will need an entire pack of the Dollar Tree hot glue, a glue gun of course, a sponge brush, some E6000 if you want to make it bond a little tighter. I used this whitewash that I already had on hand for a stain, but of course you could always just strictly use paint or spray paint, whatever you would like for your base. And then you're going to need some gray paint. I didn't have any more gray, so I mixed black and white to make my own gray, but I actually laid these out in the order that I wanted to secure them together, so I did 4 rows of 6, and then I started out using some E6000 with the hot glue to give it some extra bond. If you have the patience for that, by all means go ahead and do it. I will secure it on the back with some help from Damon at a later date. It just became really difficult, so I gave it up about halfway through and just used the hot glue, and everything is still intact and holding up really well. So I am securing these a little section at a time. As you can see here, not a lot to report. Just going over the E6000 with the hot glue and trying to get them to bond a little bit better. I will point out that in a little while you will see that not all of these boxes are exactly square and all the same shape, because as I started putting these together, I noticed that one row was longer than the other, and I thought maybe I had goofed up. I thought I did something wrong, and I didn't. It's just the boxes were a little bit off. So, I mean, I know you get what you pay for when it comes to the Dollar Tree, but I did have these lined up and made sure that everything that I started on the left was exactly in line like it was supposed to be, and on the right side it ended up being much longer. I guess if I'm being persnickety about it, I can be aggravated, but at the end of the day, it is a Dollar Tree DIY, and it ended up looking incredible, so I guess I can't be too aggravated about it. Now that all of them are put together, I did flip over these drawers and put the design on the back side, and then I started adding those little craft squares to the front to make the drawer pulls. I do apologize for my head getting in the way. You'll probably see that happen multiple times throughout this video, but I just went through and added all of those knobs to the back side of them, and that is now going to be the front side. And then I went in with the whitewash when that was all done. As you can see how that is sticking out on the end. That whole right side is just a mess. But I went through with the whitewash and completely covered the drawers, the drawer pulls, and the entire exterior of this calendar. Here I am putting together my black and my white paint to make gray, and then I'm just going to be sponging it on with a damp paper towel when I get it to the desired color. So here I am just doing some of the edges, and like I said, this is a damp paper towel, and then I go through again with a damp washcloth that is old, and I just smudge it out a little bit to give it a distressed look, and I just continue to do that with all of the drawers. Now that all of the drawers are distressed, I went through and went in between all of those drawers just to make it look a little bit better and a little bit more complete. I do apologize for being out of the camera here. I did do the top and the sides in the same way, and I just left them a little bit darker instead of brushing all of that off. I made it look a little bit darker because I figured they would age the most on the exterior. So that is how it looked on the very tippy top. Now we're moving on to dating them. Of course, you want to number it 1 through 24, and here I'm just using a Sharpie, which I will later go through with a black paint pen. Couldn't find mine for some reason, so I'm just using this as a rough draft, like stencil, I guess, for myself. So I went through and I did all of this with the Sharpie. If you would like to get fancy and do a stencil, you go right ahead. If you want to put stickers on it, please be my guest. Make this your own, make it fabulous. I'm sure that yours will come out so much better than mine. And then in just a little bit, you're gonna see another mix up that I did. When I was counting these out, I was busy listening to Michaela playing, and you'll see it's coming up really quickly. Yep, that is me going from 17 to 19 and not realizing it until I was almost finished. So you will see in just a few minutes how I fixed that. So frustrating, but I still think the end results turned out nicely. Yep, I'm counting it because I'm a bozo and I totally messed up. I'm thinking, what? What did I do? Did I not count out properly 24? Oh yeah, I did. I just wrote the wrong number, so silly me. So as you can see, I took a few of them out. I was able to fix the 19 into an 18, but for the others I went in with some white paint to cover it up a little bit and then over it with some gray and tried to fix it that way. I had to wait for it to dry again before I could finish, but that is what I did to fix my mistake. Here's the final product. I'm so obsessed with how it turned out. It is so beautiful. Cannot wait for the Christmas season when I can display this. I think it would be stunning with some lamb's ear, like flocked lamb's ear, over the top. You can decorate it however you would like, but I really hope that you guys will try to make this. I did want to share that this is big enough to fit a Disney Adorables. Of course, you could take them out of the package, but it's big enough for that. Disney pins, makeup, you could use it for an entire family to enjoy. That's it for this tutorial. I hope you enjoyed it. Let me know in the comments below if you have any questions. I hope y'all have a blessed day. I will talk to you guys next time. Bye.